Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the results of 15th Lok Sabha elections, and after that the rest of the topics of this chapter. The chapter is why do we need a parliament, and this is part 5. So in the previous video we discussed about the results of 17th Lok Sabha elections 2019, and now we'll discuss about 2009 May 15th Lok Sabha elections. If we see the result, then we'll find that no party got the majority proportion. As we discussed, that majority proportion is 272 out of 543 seats. So out of 543 seats, 272 are the necessary digits for making the government, because this is the majority criteria. So if we see this table, 2009 Lok Sabha election result, national parties, Bahujan Samaj Party 21, Bharatiya Janata Party 116, Communist Party of India CPI 4, CPIM 16, INC Indian National Congress 206, and Nationalist Congress Party NCP 9, and Rashtriya Janata Dal RJD 4 seats. So at that time there were 7 national parties, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And at present there are also 7 national parties. National parties are those parties which have the right to fight election in entire nations for Lok Sabha as well as for state assemblies. Clear? And criteria for becoming national party means 4 seats, at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha, and 6% of total votes. Clear? It is necessary criteria for becoming national party. So no party till now got the majority seats, because with the most numbers of seats is highest number of seats INC 206, but still it is less than the majority criteria, less than 272. So who formed the government? The government was formed by UPA. What is UPA? UPA is name of alliance. UPA, United Progressive Alliance. United Progressive Alliance. This is the alliance which formed the government. What is alliance? If one party is not able to make a government because it could not get the majority seats, then it can form the government with the help of, with the support of other parties. For example, Indian National Congress got the support of other parties, state parties and some national parties, and it formed an alliance that was known as UPA. So this was coalition government. So what is coalition government? Coalition government is the government which is formed with the support of other political parties, right? As the single party could not get the majority seats. It's very simple. So this was about the results of 2009 Lok Sabha elections. After that we are coming to this one. The following is an example of a question asked in parliament. As we have discussed in parliaments, questions are asked by the opposition party leaders, opposition party members, to the ministers and to the government. The ministers and the government representatives have to give the answer of those questions in the parliament. The question can be regarding any issue related to the public. Now this one is, who are the people in parliament? The people in parliament are the representatives of the people. The representatives of the people. And who elect them? The people who cast their votes. So this is very important table to understand. The table consists of the voters turnout. Voters turnout. What is voter turnout? Voter turnout means how many people participated in voting, right? How many people casted their votes. So this is the symbol of the representation. This is the symbol of participation of the people in politics, right? More voter turnout, higher rate of voter turnout means higher participation of the people. Clear? Higher participation of the people means good democracy. Less participation by the people, poor democracy. Higher participation of the people means good democracy. So this is the symbol of democracy, voters turnout, how many people casted their vote of the total voters. So in 1950, 51, 52, in the first Lok Sabha election, 61.16%, right, people casted their votes. So this was the voter turnouts. Voter turnout was we can see in this figure 55 point this one in the fifth Lok Sabha election 1971, when Congress won the election. In 1971, Indira Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India. 55.29% was the voter turnout, and it was least voter turnout till now. And here in 17th Lok Sabha election 2019, highest voter turnout ever in Lok Sabha elections in India, 67.11%. This is the voters turnout. Come to the next topic, glossary. Approval. What is approval? We have studied about approval, to give one's consent to and be favorable towards something. This is approval. Coalition, as we have talked about coalition, temporary alliance of groups or parties, right? Coalition is the alliance which is formed by some political parties. If single party cannot get the majority criteria in Lok Sabha or in state assembly, then it can form the government with the help of other party support. So this is coalition. Unresolved situations in which there are no easy solutions to problem. For example, no party can form the government even after taking support from other parties. Then what will be happen? So this position will be considered unresolved, and the president will declare the re-elections for Lok Sabha. This one, there are 543 constituencies are in India, right? 543, and reserved constituencies, general 412. These are not reserved. Any community, any caste, any person can fight election. But for minorities, means lower caste people, or we can say that SCs and STs, so-called lower caste people, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. For scheduled castes, 15% seats are reserved in Lok Sabha. For scheduled tribes, 47 seats are reserved, 7.5%. Clear? So you have to remember the percentage also. For SCs 15%, for STs 7.5%. In number of seats, SCs 84 seats, for STs 47 seats. There is no reservation for women. For fighting election for Lok Sabha, minimum age is 25 years. To fight election of MP, 25 years. Clear? Now, this is very important. Here, state government, central government. We have to fill in the following table with information on the various representatives from your area. For example, which political party or parties are currently in power? In state government, BJP and JJP are running the coalition government in Haryana, right? If we talk about Haryana. If we talk about central government, like in India, it is the government of NDA. It is the government of NDA. NDA means National Democratic Alliance. National Democratic Alliance. For example, UPA formed the government in 2009. United Progressive Alliance led by Congress Party. NDA, National Democratic Alliance, led by BJP party. So the leading party in NDA is the BJP, which got 303 seats in the 17th Lok Sabha election. So in state government, BJP and JJP. In central government, BJP and its alliance. Who is the current representative from your area? If you talk about state government, so if we take example of Rewari constituency for state legislative assembly, so Chiranjeev Rao is the MLA, right? And if we take central government, means parliament, right? Yani it means Lok Sabha. So you take example of Rohtak constituency, Dr. Arvind Sharma is the representative for parliament from our area. Which political parties currently form the opposition? In state government, Congress form the opposition party. Central government, many opposition parties are there, led by Congress party. When were elections last held? In 2019. central government also in 2019. Next election after 5 years, approximately 2024, if no party will be in minority and if the legislative assembly or Lok Sabha will not be dissolved. After that, last and final question, how many women representatives are there from your state? From our state, if we talk about state government, means in Haryana State Legislative Assembly there are 8 women. According to 2019 State Legislative Assembly in Haryana, 5 MPs, women MP, 5 women MLAs from Congress party, 2 are from BJP and 1 from JJP. Total 8 women representatives are there in our assembly, Haryana Assembly, and it is lesser than the previous election. In 2014 there were 13 women, right, MLAs from Haryana. And if you talk about parliament, means Lok Sabha, only one women candidate, only one women MP is there, Sunita Duggal, and she won the elections from Sirsa parliamentary constituency. So there is one women representative from Haryana in central government, 8 women representatives in state assembly in Haryana. So in this way, dear students, we have discussed the following topics, and I hope that you understood. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me by writing in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.